Is it working? Come on. Come on. Is it working? Yes. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the worldwide internet, Big Daddy Shin's proud to present Worldwide Wednesday. All right, here we go. Let me mute this thing so I hear my echo. So if you don't know who I am, yes, my name is Big Daddy Shin, representing Spring Valley Lake. Yeah, Spring Valley Lake. Really nice, awesome area. People go, oh my gosh, where is it? I never heard of it. Yes, it's in Victorville. I know, I say that joke like all the time, but what can you say? So anyways, I'm on the verge of throwing the hugest party I've ever thrown at my house, right? And yes, well, I just got my house. But, you know, I mean, when I lived in Bellflower, you know, I lived there like 11 years, right? Something like that, something ridiculous. And then no one ever came over to my house, you know, maybe like one or two people at the most, maybe like five or something. But, you know, it's just a, you know, 2-bedroom apartment and, you know, it's just me and my pet cockroaches. It's horrible. But anyways, I moved up here and great experience, right? And, oh, by the way, if you don't know what I do Worldwide Wednesday, I just sit here and talk. You know, just funny, too, because some of my students actually watch me. It's like they don't get enough of, like, hearing me talk during the day. But, yeah, so when I'm getting ready for this thing, I'm starting to really learn about my community up here, right? So I was taking a walk. There's this park right near me, right? And then, you know, they have all like the events and, you know, people playing Little League baseball and basketball and, you know, cookouts and this monster fire pit, whatever, right? So I go and I walk there the other day. I'm like, you know, I'm walking around and then there's a cop there. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened at the park? They're like, hey, you, where's your card? I'm like, what? Yeah. Do you live here? Yeah. And then so it turns out that I needed to get like this card to prove that I'm a resident here. I get it. It's perfectly fine. You know, I mean, I go to the park and I don't see any homeless tents. So I figure, okay, they're doing their job. Yes. But anyways, I almost get kicked off. I almost broke my streak because, you know, he said, yeah, you can't walk. I go, dude, I'm just going to just walk one time around this thing. You know, a big one, right? What's going on, Simon? Yeah, so, what is it? Who is it? Tracy, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. I know it's kind of late, but, okay, so right now, I didn't realize how bad my Spanish was until, like, the people that just brought 200 chairs over. I'm like, oh, my gosh. You know, when they told me, like, you know, my boss is using my house, he said, oh, yeah, you know, we just put out like 100 invites. Oh, only 100, right? And then so the chairs came. They're 200 chairs. You know, I'm like, dude, you know. I mean, the most ever here so far were like 3, right? Maybe, no, was it 4? No, I think it was 4, okay? So, hold on. I can't even read what you're saying. Hold on. I'm gonna. What does Simon say? That's stalker. I know. I'm like, what? I don't even know why I'm telling this story. Dude, no, I'm not gonna invite you to my party. Okay. So, anyways, so these people that deliver the stuff, they spoke Spanish, right? And then so one dude spoke English, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I was like, oh yeah, todos bien, right? He's, oh yeah, you know, they were talking whatever, and I'm just trying to do conversation because I think like his wife and his mother-in-law they spoke Spanish. So, you know, I'm doing my Spanish, I'm doing my stuff, and I realize I totally suck at Spanish. I should have known that from the Friday show, singing in Spanish and talking in Spanish the whole time. But no, I mean, I'm super rusty on my Spanish. I don't know if you knew, but I don't really speak that much Spanish up here, right? In the desert, right? But anyways, that's that. I realized, okay, I got to go to Mexico. And then so when I'm doing all the stuff up here, getting ready, I was so used to the weather up here. I'm like, yes, okay, I'm used to the 80-degree air conditioner, right? 105-degree weather outside, all that stuff. And my body finally said, yes, Shin, okay, we're gonna do this. Get the sweat going, maybe my metabolism, all those different things, right? And then so every night I open my windows, like from my right by my bed and in my restroom, and then I turn on the air ceiling thing that sucks out all the hot air, and then I go to sleep and it feels like a nice cool breeze, right? Anyways, somebody should have warned me about this, but one day I woke up and it probably was like 40 degrees. I'm going, holy crap, this sucks, right? And then so I don't feel like taking a shower. I don't feel like using the restroom. I don't feel like anything. I just want to get my clothes and just go to school. It's like welcome to the desert, right? You see those jokes about like how California is. It's like winter in the morning and then fall in like lunchtime, summer at 2, and then like spring at night. Or I don't know what the order is. I didn't write that meme. But it's like, yes, you feel all 4 seasons in one day. But this morning, all I felt was winter, and it sucked. And then so I'm like, gosh, this is horrible. And then, I knew that the party's coming pretty soon, and it's going to be like 6 to 9. And before, it was like, all right, after work, I'd go in my backyard, sit on the couch. You feel the cool desert wind, right? And then it makes like 100 degrees feel like it's like 75 degrees, right? So I'm like, wow, this is going to be amazing. I'm looking at the stars at night. It's like, oh, wow, I have stars in my backyard, right? This is going to be great. The people, they're going to be loving it. My boss is going to be super happy. His daughter's going to be super happy. Everyone's going to be happy, right? But man, super cold. I'm like, pfft. So that's the thing about the coldness, right? And then now it's like they say, yeah, it's going to be a little bit cold up there. It's going to be like 80 degrees, 85 degrees. And now, mind you, 85 degrees, it sounds hot, right? But when that wind blows, it feels like 60. And you're like, oh. And so I can't imagine in the wintertime. I heard one day it just changes to like 30 degrees, and it's like Halloween. So in my area, I heard I have to buy like $200 worth of candy, okay? So I have an electric bill that's $200, and the candy bill is $200. Oh my gosh, that's like a down payment for my car. Not to mention the $200 I'm going to get for my kids in at school. But thing is, I only have one choir class. So thing is, I really don't have to buy $200 of candy for these people, right? But you buy it for them, then the guitar people are going to be pissed, then the band people are going to be pissed, the rock band's going to be pissed, the string quartet's going to be pissed. So you go, oh, okay, I just got to do it, right? And then I got to give away every piece of candy too, because, if I don't, I'm going to eat it, right? And there's this thing that sucks about buying candy. I wish I could be that guy. The one at Halloween that just gets you a bunch of Tootsie Rolls, right? Buy like, I don't know, $100 of Tootsie Rolls, you'll have like million pieces, right? Oh yeah, here, I'll be like the Planet Fitness of teachers, just giving Tootsie Rolls like crazy, right? But even Planet Fitness knew these were getting expensive. That's why they don't even give Tootsie Rolls anymore. Or pizza or bagels, right? So, anyways, when that comes, I'll probably do it anyway, just because it's just history, Shin history, right? So, okay, there we go. What do you mean kids never come back? Oh, duh. Tracy's trying to tell me, oh, do the kids grab as much candy as you want type thing on my front door? No, that's horrible. She's telling me, yeah, the kids never come back, right? Because, okay, I hate Halloween. Halloween's my least favorite holiday. It's a tie. That New Year's Day, right? Or New Year's Eve. But it's like, if I was a kid having a good time, going to hang out in my neighborhood, some people give like full-size candy bars, right? If someone left a thing over there, yeah, I'm going like robbery on them, right? Just fill it out. I'll put my mask backwards. I'll do whatever it takes, right? Just go, right? I'll hire some homeless dudes to come trick or treat with me, whatever. You know, I mean, I would figure out what it is, but that candy gone. So I figure, okay, I got to be there because I mean the stories that they tell me it's going to be like people lined up like crazy, right? It's like there's a line to get into my area, right? I'm going, no, it can't. And then one year I stayed late during Halloween and I saw the line, so I better get out of here, right? It's like Disneyland, right? You're waiting for like the web slinger ride that totally sucks, but then people are going to go there anyway just because it's Disneyland, right? So that's what I'm not happy about. And thing is, that's the day it's supposed to be super cold. So I have to go outside. Since I don't wear a costume, I'm going to have to wear like a heavy coat or something. You know, I'll probably wear my Big Daddy Shin jacket and people will make fun of me. Who knows? What's going on, Jeff? I see you. No, okay. Yeah, thanks, John. I get it. Ha ha, John. Very funny. So John says I look like a pumpkin. But, you know, that's not the worst thing people call me. People call me a lot worse things. You know, like, you know what, Shin? You're a bad guy. But, you know, some people say, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Calvin, what's going on, man? What's up from Cleveland, Ohio? Wow. You know, it sucks, too, because one of my friend's kids, you know, he goes to St. John Bosco, and then he's going to that recruiter trip, Ohio State versus Oregon. Yeah. It is almost like he went to a UCLA ball game. I know, Tracy. Greg's going to go like kill. No, you know, the thing is, I can't go as a flasher because if I don't give out candy, my house is getting egged, you know, because now that the pandemic's over, eggs are cheaper, right? They don't care how many cameras I have in the front yard. You know, just eggs are going to go. You know why? Because people, when they wear masks, they could do bad things. And so, I don't know. Anyways, aside from that, I figure, okay, I'm getting used to the house, but I'm not getting used to my house, right? And then so, you know, my friend Jill, she wanted to come over. Hey, let's use your barbecue. Let's have like, you know, just whatever, Korean barbecue and stuff like that. Okay, great idea. But here's a problem. I don't know how to use my barbecue. So the previous owners, they left this gas barbecue. Super huge gas barbecue. I'm scared to death of this thing. You know, I mean, it sounds like a good idea. It's like, oh, I'm going to grill some steaks or some hamburgers or all that stuff. No, Jeff, one of these days I'll go to Not Scary Farm, but I don't think I went since I was like 12. So anyways, that's that, right? Hey, Greg, yeah, UCLA football, they're a good team. There you go. So anyways, when you know, Jill's coming over, she's bringing all this food and stuff, and then I don't even know what to do about my grill. I don't even know how to clean that thing. And then so, you know, I call, you know, Greg, but, you know, he has to, like, coach soccer and stuff like that. I'm like, crap. So then what happened, thank goodness, props out to George Crosby. So, you know, he came over, you know, with his dad, and we're just chilling, whatever. I go, hey, you guys, yeah, I don't know how to do this barbecue. So they're guiding me through the way and stuff, right? So, you know, after he talked about, like, his liberal ways and stuff like that, I had to, you know, he helped me with the stuff. But the dude is like a barbecue genius. I'm like, dude, I think you should be a barbecue chef, right? So he's teaching me how to do all this stuff, and my mind was blown. Because, A, I didn't know it was that easy to clean a grill. Right? You just spray the stuff and then, you know, just scrub it and the stuff burns off, right? All these years, you know, when I cook stuff at my house or an apartment, right? I'd have like the pans and stuff, and maybe I'd cook it too high, and then, you know, the caramelization of the barbecue meat would stick on those plates. And I'm like, gosh, I don't want to go and scrub these dishes. Maybe I do it, maybe I don't, you know? I mean, the cockroaches have to eat something. So sometimes I'll just leave it there, right? I'm like, gosh, barbecue sucks because it's so much work. But this one, he's all, no, all you do is spray it, turn it on full blast, scrub the thing, you're done. I go, no way, right? I'm like, where does that grease go into? I heard there's some grease trap that I have to go. So I look under there. Turns out I don't have one. I don't even have a propane tank in there. It's just all the space under there. I could hide somebody in there while I could, I don't know, smoke a person under there. Who knows, right? But there's a little hole up there, and it looked like a little Sara Lee pound cake thing. I'm like, okay, I'll get it, right? So I go to Home Depot, and then, I'm looking for the smallest grease trap thing. I had no idea. I thought those aluminum foil things is like, I don't know. You go to a buffet restaurant, you throw a bunch of food in there, and then put saran wrap, and people eat it. That's all I thought these things are for. Anyways, the smallest one said grease trap for your barbecue. I'm like, yes, that's the one I want, right? So I go buy it, right? Take it home, doesn't fit. I'm like, crap, Weber grill. What's this Weber grill? Mine, it's called charbroil or something. So I'm like, crap. So then, I took out my measurement, finger. I go, okay, I'm like, it's about this big. Okay, it's about, I don't know, 3.5 inches. So I went on Amazon and I found the thing, right? But it took a day to get it. So what I do the first day? F it. I wasn't cooking that much. I already have grease on that floor. Fine, I'll cook it, right? So I started cooking the thing, and I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time because I'm like, oh my gosh, I could just put the stuff on. Have you ever seen my Korean barbecue videos, right? When I go, you have the thing, and it's right in front of you, and you have all this light that, you could see, like, the meat go. You're, like, salivating, eating a salad, all stuff. So I'm barbecuing in the dark. And then so I put the stuff on, and I saw the grill marks. I'm like, yes, it's awesome. And then the bulgogi, right? That stuff, if you put it right on the grill, it's just going to fall through. So, I'm like, hey, you know what? A little bit of them. I could use that thing and put that thing on it. So I cooked it on there. And then so, that turned out pretty good. And I closed the grill. I'm like, yes, okay, I think we could do this. It's pretty amazing. But what happened is when we took it out, it looked great. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And then, when it's dark, it looked like Pirates of the Caribbean, Blue Bayou restaurant, but we're serving Korean barbecue ribs today. So I eat it. I go, oh, wow, this meat's pretty good. But what happened is the tendons, they were like rubber bands. I'm like, oh. So I was making a video too. I can't be like, oh my gosh, this totally sucks. No, it was great meat, right? But it just didn't taste right. And then, we stopped making the video where I go, you know what? I think we got to burn it next time. Just burn it and let this stuff fall apart, whatever. And then so, okay. So next day, we do it again. So now, I'm just letting this sit in there, right? I just let it sit there, and then now I have the right grease trap that comes in, and I just let it just burn, right? And then so, Jill's watching TV. I'm like cooking this stuff like a man. And then, the bulgogi, that's easy to cook, and it turned out really good. This one, I flip it. I go, wow, this actually looks pretty good. It looks like the picture, right? And I sit it. I'm playing Clash Royale. And then each Clash Royale game I play is like 3 minutes, right? I play 3 of them, right? And then it's on 350 too. So you barbecue people, yeah, that flame on a Korean barbecue thing, and it's really going for it. Yeah, I burnt the back of it. But it's nothing that a little kimchi can't mask the taste of. So what happened is we started eating this thing, and then the meat's falling off the bone. It's like a little bit crispy and stuff. It's like Korean barbecue bacon. But oh my gosh, this was insane. I was like, this is great, okay? So now I'm starting to adjust, Like, who needs instructions? I'm a man, right? So next day after she left, I did it again. You know why? I don't have to clean the dishes. So I'm just scrubbing the thing. I put the meat on, and this time it was just right. The whole Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, this is too hard. Oh, this is too soft. Oh, this is just right. Yes, that's what totally happened, right? So I learned how to cook, barbecue ribs on things. I totally want to do ribeye one day, but I better start with like cheaper steaks because I don't want to buy like expensive ribeye, and the first time I do it, I burn it. I will be pissed, right? And then, just like the thing, like, Jill, she's a big s'mores person. She loves going on campfires and doing like, cooking like s'mores with the marshmallow, and sometimes it falls off. You laugh about it, ha ha ha, right? But this is my gas grill. I do not want marshmallows hanging out in my gas grill. I have this propane fire pit by my couches, and I was thinking about that too. It's like, oh wow, we could do marshmallows on there, right? And I'm thinking about the story when her and her friend dropped about 10 marshmallows in the fire pit. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to get marshmallows, because these aren't just regular rocks. They're like those colored rocks and stuff, right? So you drop a marshmallow in there, that sugar is going to burn on those rocks. So like 10 years from now, it's like, oh my gosh, Jill, look at that rock right there. I think it still has marshmallow from when you dropped it 10 years ago, right? So anyways, figure, okay, I think we could do this s'more thing on a gas grill. So I get the tin foil, aluminum foil, put that graham cracker on it, and put the chocolate on there. Then I put the marshmallow and I drop it. And then maybe I should put the marshmallow first because the chocolate just melts. So now I have liquid chocolate on this cookie that turns moist, and the marshmallow didn't even cook. And so I was like, oh. So, she ate the first one. She's like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, no, she was lying. And then next time we tried to cook the marshmallow on the thing, I don't know. We tried some different stuff. We finally got one that was actually pretty good, right? But I realized it's like my cooking skills are not as good as how I think it is, right? My dad, he was a big-time chef, Laurie's Steakhouse, Five Crowns, those type of places. He owned 2 Italian restaurants. He is a cook. And then so he cooked for Nixon. He cooked for a lot of celebrities and stuff. It's pretty amazing, right? So did I have to do much cooking when I was a kid? No. My mom, excellent cook. All the Korean food, the bibiguksu, everything that she makes, amazing. The chicken that she makes, she didn't even eat chicken, but the chicken that she makes, the drumsticks, amazing, right? And then so I'm just like spoiled with all this food. My oldest brother, Howard, he cooks like crazy. He got the cooking gene from my dad, and he was able to cook, like Thanksgiving dinners and everything. It's amazing stuff. My sister, dessert master, right? I remember just eating just toffee. Whenever I go to her house, I think I'm going to be a diabetic because the desserts are just so amazing over there. I just want to just keep eating it. Even thinking about it, I get fat, right? And then Stuart, he cooks a good omelet. No, I'm kidding. Stu's a good cook too. He's barbecue master over too at his house. So when we ever go, yeah, he makes the steaks and the stuff, whatever, right? And me, yeah, I know how to cook a good omelet. I can make that chili, with a hamburger meat and the stuff, whatever. I mean, it's like Hamburger Helper without the Hamburger Helper, right? But anyways, now my goal is to see as many YouTube videos or whatever. I'm going to figure out how the thing works, and I'm just going to only eat on that thing. But until then, In-N-Out's right down the street. Hey, Jeff, see you later, dude. So, anyways, now we go to this thing, right? So my boss says, hey, you got this house and stuff like this. My daughter's getting married, and, you should host my daughter's reception. Ha, 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 ha. I'm like, yeah, dude, no problem, right? You're the reason why I'm up at this house. Great. My house, your house, right? So, I'm thinking it's going to be on a Saturday or Sunday or whatever. But then, so they're LDS, right? They're Mormons. So the daughter was going to get married in the temple. But the thing is, there's a huge waiting list to get married in the temple on a Saturday or Sunday, right? So it's like, I didn't know this, right? And you figure, okay, get on a Friday. No, waiting list forever, right? It's like getting a COVID shot before, it was like COVID shots were everywhere. You had to wait in line, reservations, whatever, okay? But anyway, so they got on a Thursday. Okay. And then so what happens is, I know that this day was coming. He says, oh, yeah, she's getting married in Newport Beach and stuff. Oh, Newport Beach? Huh. I guess the reception's canceled, or I didn't know. So I asked him, so we're still having it? He's, oh, yeah, totally. There's like 3 receptions, here, and then Merced, and then probably Salt Lake City. I don't know where. Probably something like that. But then, I'm kicking off the thing. And then so I'm like, okay. right? And then I was thinking, okay, they break up the wedding in like, 3 receptions. I'm like, okay, maybe like 25, 50. I don't know how many people are going to go. Because to be from Newport Beach and drive 2 hours up here from there, how many people are going to go, right? And, oh, okay, passing conversation. How many people do you invite? Oh, yeah, we sent out about 100 invitations. I'm going, 100 invitations, right? So, okay, I live in a really big, small house. Does that make sense? Right? We have 2 bathrooms. One's right behind me in my master bedroom, right? The other one's downstairs. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, 100 people using my restroom, right? And then the thing is, I went to Costco and they limited me to 1 roll of toilet paper. I'm going, great. But thing is, they brought a bunch of toilet paper and stuff too, right? And I'm thinking, man, should we get outhouses and all this stuff? Man, cleaning up all the stuff, all the garbage and everything. No, they got it. So if I did a tour of my house downstairs, it looks like a total like party house. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. They put up lights in my backyard, those cafe lights. They rearranged the furniture. They bought 200 chairs and 10 tables and then 4 big round tables. They put lamps in the backyard with the, so I'm going, oh my gosh, this is amazing, right? And then I had to put out my sound system. So then, I could do the speaker and everything. I had to sing at this thing. There's the piano downstairs. So one of the daughter's boyfriends are going to, not the one getting married, the other daughter that's single, but she has a boyfriend. That's what I'm talking about. So no Mormon jokes. All right. So he's going to be playing piano for the people that want to stay inside. And then, the food person's going to be on the side, whatever. So it should be pretty fun. But then just thinking about having that many people. Now, at 100, I was like going, oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? But now, when 200 chairs show up, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of chairs, right? And then so I'm trying to put in perspective. So my biggest class in my school is, 38 kids. So it's like, okay, 100 would be like, almost like less than 3 classes like that. I'm like, I guess we could do that. I guess we can. But then if 200 people come, oh my gosh. But it'll be super fun. It's not going to be bad. I'm going to meet a lot of people, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm going to know some of them from the teaching thing. And then, I heard there's going to be some single chicks there too, right? So, yeah. I mean, I don't know how many I'm, like in my dating range, but then, one of the people, they said, oh yeah, you could meet this one person. She's pretty cool and everything, whatever. And, you guys just be friends and just enjoy people's time. I'm like, okay, that sounds good, right? I don't have any friends, right? And I'm like, yeah, but, how old is she, right? You have to ask these questions. She's like, I don't know, but I know she's old enough to be on Medicare. And I'm like, what? Right? I'm sitting there. So I think on Medicare, you have to be at least 65, right? And I'm 51. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know, right? And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, okay, whose age is she closer? Is she closer to my mom's age or me, right? So then I'm like, she's like, just be quiet. You just be friends and whatever. You guys have similar personality and stuff. I'm like, well, okay. I see where this is going. So, yeah, one of my students, I found out her grandma's single. I'm like, your grandma, right? Yeah, she's 51, and then and I go, wait a minute, that's my age. So all of a sudden, I always thought it was weird when I was teaching about 20 years ago, right? And the people, like the moms, they're similar to my age, right? It's like, oh, right? But now, it's like the parents of these kids are kids. And then so it's weird that I'm hanging out with like people like their grandmother's age. One of them has a great grandma who's like 60 something too. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Now the thing is, it reminds me of my friend Walter. He used to tell a joke. He's a comedian, right? And then so he said, yeah, when you're guys, right? And then like some people, they like, they see all those different, Playboy magazines or stuff like that. I mean, I heard people watch those things when they're young guys, right? And then so what happens, he said one time it tripped him out because, you see those ones where it's like, oh, hot, mature ladies or whatever, right? He looks at it. He's, oh, wait a minute. They're all my age. I mean, it was a joke, right? And then, I laugh at it now, right? But I think about the joke now, right? I'm like, holy crap. These hot, mature ladies, they're like babies. So, oh my gosh. So I'm getting old. I realize I'm getting old, and it's gosh, I don't even know, right? So we're still back to the whole dating thing. You guys can make fun of me as much as you want, right? And then so I have a lot of insight from being up here, but it's just about just going out, just meeting people. That's what life's about, right? But am I enjoying living up in the high desert? Yes, I am. I'm really thankful that I got to be up here. Now, is it my ideal situation? Well, I don't know. This is forcing me to slow myself down, right? I'm always tired. I always feel like doing nothing. I just feel like sitting there and just I don't know, watching the wind blow my grass, right? I'm like Korean hillbilly, right? No, maybe not so, but it's just, I guess because I've been so busy lately with school. I'm running 5 groups, and then they want me to be this club advisor. I'm going to sing the national anthem this Friday during the pep rally. There's homecoming this weekend. Oh, yeah, by the way, the song thing will probably be, Karaoke Nights is probably going to be late that night. Because, I want to go to the homecoming game. Check it out, right? But, yeah, I have to sing at the pep rally. Pep rally's in the stadium. So I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, I could sing it. But wait a minute. My voice is starting to get a little dry from the desert, But what I realize is my teaching after school escalated. My energy level and my drive is insane, right? And then so I'm teaching new level. And so I didn't realize how tired it's making me. I know, right, CJ? Gosh, okay, I don't feel that old, okay? I have one wrinkle right here. Do you guys see that one? I'm waking up at 5:30. Okay, that's old, right? But thing is, no matter what time I wake up in the morning, I'll still leave the house at 7:15. Like today. I thought I was going to get out of the house by like 6:30, go to McDonald's, go eat something, go to school, do some paperwork, whatever. No, 7:15, same thing. But yeah, and then so, when I guess I'll go tangent. I was going to end it right there, but when I'm meeting people, I have the nicest friends in the world. I do, right? Hey, you know what, Steve? Why don't you meet this girl? Look at that girl over there. She's pretty single over there and whatever. And I'm looking at her, giving the, swaying room as the music starts, like that crazy for you type thing, right? 2 by 2 their bodies, right? Was it? Yeah. So then I meet the person, do my best speaking in Spanish or whatever, broken Spanish that I do, or even in English, doesn't really matter, right? And then, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. And they go, yeah, you know what? Let's have a double date, or let's do this, whatever. Oh, I don't know this person like that. It's like, what? Why didn't you tell me you didn't know this person like that? Now I'm stuck, right? Because, when I talk, okay, as much as my students don't think I'm a smooth dude, I have a line or two. I do, right? I'll tell a joke. I'll make them laugh or whatever, But, like everyone has baggage. Shoot, I have a ton of baggage. I do. Maybe that's why I'm single, right? But then when you hear the other people's stuff, then you start to weigh. At my age, you weigh. Who has more baggage? You or me, right? I'm like, oh my gosh. If I marry that chick, I have to move. I'll have to move into a bigger house, right? Because she has 2 kids. and a dog, a couple tattoos. Well, tattoos, that's, preference thing. But yeah, two kids. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're like 18, 17, getting ready to get out of the house. No, 7. I'm like, great, you know? So it's not like you get the cuteness of like a brand new baby, right? Or, you know, they're like a year or 2 from leaving the house. No, they're like 7. I'm like, that's a long time, you know? So, yeah, and I go back to Greg's comment on smoke a person. You know, they want to play hide and seek. Hey, I have all this room underneath the barbecue. No, don't do that. I'll feel like Willy Wonka. So, but yeah, maybe at this wedding, I'll probably meet somebody. I mean, I might, right? JC, what's going on? Wait, I have a CJ and a JC? I thought I was dyslexic for a little bit. So, you know what, JC? I totally could. But my singing voice is kind of out today because literally all day I'm playing the heck out of guitar. I'm playing the heck out of the piano, and I'm starting to play trumpet and stuff now too, right? Oh, yeah. I'm do after school too. We have a rock band. By the way, CJ, these glasses were the best gift I think I got for my housewarming. So, you know, people, they're asking me, hey, so when's your housewarming party? What do you need? Do you need anything? I think the only thing I need is like an 80-inch TV, right? But TVs, right? Everything else, I think I'm pretty much fine. I mean, you know, my baby grand piano, the barbecue, all this stuff, whatever. And I realized I don't need that much pots and pans because I'm going to be cooking on that barbecue almost every day. I think so. Let's see. Anything else on it? Oh, so those cards for the HOA thing, you know, basically the welcome to whatever, right? Yeah, live in an HOA. They gave me a warning for having my trash cans outside of my gate. I get it. Some people, if you have too much dirt in your front yard, yeah, you get a ticket or, you know, you just whatever. You don't maintain your everything. But yeah, I found out that you get kicked off the park if you don't have it. But it turns out that, okay, I needed to have these things if I ever wanted to go to the lake and just hang out on the beach over there. Okay, fine. I got it. So I have the one for me, and I have 4 guest passes. So if any of you guys ever want to come down, Korean barbecue in the lake. The thing is, right now it's starting to get cold, so I don't know how many people are going to be at the lake, right? So I don't know. I'm happy, but then we'll see what happens. You know, going to the homecoming game and then just seeing all my students. Oh, look, it's Mr. Shin, and then the teachers. I have like 4 teacher friends. I'm friends with most of the security guards. And then, you know, there's some other, I heard there's teachers that actually hate me. It's like, look, what did I do to you? I don't even know you, right? But thing is, for the most part, it seems like everybody's super cool over there. And I can't wait to see what the future holds. Yay. Okay. So, if you guys have any questions, here's the time. But you know what? Just for CJ, let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So this one is for Jason. What happened? Here you go. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry. For even if I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song for you each night we are apart. Remember me. Though I know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again. Be myself. For those people that delivered the chairs today, necesito cantar en español. Recuérdame, hoy me tengo que ir, mi amor, recuérdame. No llores, por favor. Te llevo en mi corazón y cerca me tendrás. A solas yo te cantaré soñando en regresar. Recuérdame, aunque tenga que emigrar, recuérdame. Si mi guitarra oyes llorar, ella con su triste canto te acompañará hasta que en mis brazos tú estés. Recuérdame. There you go, dude. All right, so I think that's it, dude. Unless that's JC, my brother-in-law. So anyways, I'm glad you're able to come hang out. So I guess I will see you next time. Woo! Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing the song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Yes, I want to thank Tracy and Craig and Brian and Drew and two others, Francis, Pui, oh my gosh, Calvin, Simon, JC, and CJ. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Yes, I want to thank all of you for watching, all my students out there watching. Thank you very much, and I love you, Mom. Happy trails to you till we meet. Trails and see you really late night on Friday. Oh, it's not over yet.